Where you at, Berto?
I told him my body count, then he broke up with me. Woman says sleeping with more than 10 isn't bad. Man, just imagine this. I've been in this situation before. Took a girl out on a date. You know, I really liked her. You know, I've been getting to know her for a little second. It's our first time sitting down at the table. And I don't know why the topic of body count came up. And, you know, she's like, oh, no, I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to look at me different. My nigga. That's already red flag number one. But me being me at the time, you know, young, dumb, stupid, and infatuated with this very beautiful woman, I'm like, come on, man. You know, I'm not stressing that. You know, you're with me now. The past is the past. We can move past it. Just let me know. I'm still curious, though. She's like, I don't want to tell you. And I was like, all right, if I guess the right number, will you tell me? She's like, okay. So I'm like, 2. She's like, no. I'm like, 3. She's like, no. 5? She says no. 6, 7, 8? Bitch is looking at me like this. At that point, I just stopped asking, my nigga. I didn't even want to know the body count anymore. And I ain't gonna lie, today, as a grown-ass man, I just don't ask women their body count, bro, because I'm definitely judging, gang. There's no reason why a girl should have more than 4 or 5, gang. I'm sorry. I know that sounds insensitive. I know it's double standards. I know it's wrong. Well, maybe it's not wrong. It's not wrong, though. I take that back. It's not wrong, though. My ladies, why you got more than 4 or 5, gang? I don't want to hear it, bro. So I'm just not even going to ask y'all. That's the one thing y'all got with me, though. I just don't even want to know. I'd rather live in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, baby.
I told my boyfriend what my body count was, and now we're not together. I understand some people don't like their partner's body count sometimes, and that it can be a deal breaker. But my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months, and he finally, for the first time, asked me what my body count was. I told him I'm not going to be super specific, but let's just say it's more than 10, but less than 20. And he got...
No! My bitch tell me it's more than 10 but less than 20, bro. I need to, let me break this down for y'all, bro. This is why I can't really, rock with it when your body count's so high as a woman, bro. I've done this breakdown before, and I'm gonna make it quick. Let's just say you lose your V card in high school. You know, you had a boyfriend, 9th grade, boom. Okay, boom. 9th grade, 10th grade, maybe junior. Let's say senior. I'm gonna give it junior. You know what I'm saying? People, it shouldn't be like this, but y'all get into it a little bit earlier nowadays, right? So boom, you get your first body junior year. What are you, 17, around 16, 17? Boom, you graduate high school, 18, get another body. Boom, you're 2 deep. You know what I'm saying? You rock out with that man, but you know, college is coming up in the summer and y'all break up. It doesn't work out. So now you're 3 bodies deep. By your time you're a freshman in college, what are you, 19, 20? So you have a summer fling. Boom, 3 bodies. So you're 3 bodies, you're 20 years old, 21 years old. I'm 29. So, you know, my dating range is 22 to my age. 22 to my age. That's kind of the area where I'm dating, right? I just told y'all that the average body count range for a woman that's 21, 22, they should only have 3, maybe 4 bodies. But some of them got 10 plus. That means there was a lot of fucking and sucking in a short span, man. That's like a new nigga every week. I can't. There's no way. You got 10 bodies at 22? 10 plus at 22? It's crazy, bro. Are y'all following the math though? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much bodies and energies.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash. And the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the free Cash App. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the free Cash App. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for free cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
Very upset at me. He started saying things like, you're a woman, you should hold yourself to higher standards. He said women that are promiscuous should be treated as thoughts. And I obviously got offended by that because he was clearly referring to me. Anyways, we made up, but for the past week, he's just been showing so many signs that he doesn't trust me and that he's clearly not over the conversation. Like now he always wants to see my location, which he didn't used to before. I tried to talk to him about it, being like, you can talk to me, like what's going on? And he's just still so resentful about my body count. He says that he can't stop thinking about it, like he can't stop thinking about me with other guys, and says that he can't believe that many guys used me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that's some bitch ass shit though. Like, just as a man, I'm not gonna fucking turn into a whole new nigga over hearing your body count, because it's not that deep for me. But that's why I just rather not know. Like, I'm not asking that question because I do feel like people can change, but it's they have to change on their own terms. It's not gonna be just because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, as a man, I know what I'm gonna bring to the table and make sure that I'm pushing for my partner to be a better person overall, for sure. But, you know, if your girl gonna be a thought, she gonna be a thought, gang. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this before, just because your girl a thought with you, don't mean she might act right for the next nigga, because you might be the one to teach her a lesson that it's like, oh damn, I didn't appreciate this good situation, and you just end up being the lesson in that person's story, you know? So again, bro, I do think body counts matter, but for me personally, I think the older you get, the less they matter. And I'm just at that age where it's like, I don't care to know, bro. Like, I'm going to let your actions speak for all the other red flags. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ask you your body count and then take that as like, oh, she's a thought, red flag, I'm done with you. For me personally, I'm going to just let all the other actions speak. You want to go out every fucking weekend. You're telling a lot of white lies. You drink like it's way too much. You don't have your priorities together. I'm looking for all the other shit that points to you being a promiscuous woman, rather than the body count itself. Because mind you, you tell me that number, I'm going to judge you straight up. It just is what it is. I don't want to know.
Getting pretty heated with the conversation, and it came to a point where he literally called me a slut to my face.
Shit.
I didn't say anything. He just saw my face and he quickly backtracked saying, no, you're not a slut now. You were in your past, and I'm willing to get over it because I love you. Yeah, no, you're not going to call me a slut and be in a relationship with me. That's not going to happen. Firstly, I don't even think my body count is that high. Secondly, I would never ever cheat on
No accountability.
him or anybody else. So I just feel like he's being super unfair, and he's showing a side that I didn't know.
So wait. You got offended because he addressed the behavior that you were having. And it's so funny to me because people don't think that body count is important, but it absolutely is important.
I mean, it shows your lack of discipline for sure.
For several different reasons, which I'll get to later. But my whole point is, I think that this is a conversation that both of y'all should have exposed and had prior to even getting into a sexual relationship in which y'all would then call each other boyfriend or girlfriend. And I'm assuming that y'all wanted it to lead to marriage, because being transparent is a safety issue. It's also, you know, a defining moment for what the behavior is possibly going to look like in the future. And it honestly tells the story of whether or not you truly care about preserving yourself for the person that you're truly going to be with. And I know that we've been through this whole body positivity movement and, my body, my choice, whatever, you can do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it. However, the most precious thing from a man's perspective in most instances is a woman's womb or her ability to give herself over to the person that she truly loves. And if a whole bunch of other people got for free or little to nothing, or it wasn't any effort, or you went through a whole bunch of people prior to getting to him and he's cherishing you and exalting you as though you've been with anybody, that is going to be a problem for most men. Now, you can sit here and say that it shouldn't be, or you can give your opinion about whether or not men should care about your body count or not, but we do. It's important. And in most instances, you don't even have to know whether or not the body count is an exact number to know whether or not she's been in the streets.
And that's what I'm trying to say, because her actions gonna show me regardless, bro. Her actions gonna show me regardless. So that's why, again, I think when you a younger motherfucker, it's cool to ask that question. But I'm not gonna give this as like definitive advice. Live your life how you want, Kings. Like, if you want to know a girl's body count, it is what it is. I just know, in 2025, these hoes are fucking and sucking, bro. Like, straight up. Like, it's sad, it's unfortunate, but they going, bro. They're going. Women are having relations just as much, if not more, than men, bro. They're acting on their options. So, like, I don't know. This might be one of them ones where, like, y'all genuinely could look at me and be like, hey, Bert, you're tripping. And if that's what it is what it is. But I just don't want to know, bro, because, again, I think people can only put the mask on for so long. And though the vetting process, when you're getting into a relationship and you're kind of getting to know somebody, they can only put that mask on for so long. So I really think it's important to just pay attention to the big picture. Her actions, do they line up with the things that she's saying? Like, she says her personality is like this and her priorities are like this, but what does her actions do? What does her weeks look like? Is she always going out on the weekends? What type of clothes is she wearing when she's going out? What type of pictures are she posting on Instagram? It's just all these things will show you, really right in your face. You got to pay attention to the red flags, and you could pick up so much on that without ever knowing the body count. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And just because you reform,
I'm curious to hear y'all feedback, though. Let me know what you think about my thoughts in the comments.
I like to think about it from this lens, right? Let's say that a person was a former crackhead, or they used to do multiple different drugs, maybe crack, maybe heroin, maybe a little Fenty, right?
Yeah.
From a honest perspective, as far as what they used to do and be on the streets doing on a regular basis inside of a house, inside of a crack house and stuff, do you think that it would be pertinent and important for them to disclose what their previous life was before you get into a relationship with them?
Yes, definitely. You would like to know the information, but it's like, and this is why I say I like the actions, because let's just say that was your person's. Let's just say that's your reality. Flip the script, and you're a man, right? You've maybe you went to jail. Maybe you were a toxic man doing toxic things. Had a lot of bad habits. Like, I'm not the type of person to just write someone off like you can't change for the better. So yes, I do think a hoe can flip her own situation, but it's not gonna be because of you though. Like, it has to be on her time. So if you meet a girl and she's doing all the right things and she's checking all the right boxes and her actions match your checklist, then, hey, bro, that's between you and shorty. And at some point, you might find out, like, oh, wait, hold on. You was moving X, Y, and Z. And my nigga, me personally, I don't want to hear that news. That's bad news, bro. That news genuinely could fuck me up. And I prefer that my girl don't got that news, straight up. But there's some nigga on this earth that done found a good woman and she's doing the right things by her man, her current man, and holding it down, and they living happily ever after. But she done fucking sucked a bunch of niggas, man. So I think this is a great analogy that he's saying here with the whole like crackhead thing. Because again, if you're a recovered crackhead and you living a good life, you got a good job now, you paying, you got your head on your shoulders, you way past your withdrawal phase. There's no chance of you slipping back into doing crack. I mean, don't you deserve to be happy too? Or you never get touched again because you was a crackhead in your past life? So there's some truth there.
Just a question.
He's been blowing up my phone, saying that he's sorry and whatnot, but I don't know if I should forgive him.
Don't mind this, but we're twinning. Can any red pillars please explain to me the logic behind, and I mean logic, I mean give me a logical, rational explanation that is not rooted in emotional, like, response or ego, because they're all, like, ego. Why is a girl having a body count of 10 one-night stands worse and used up, but a girl who's had a boyfriend for like 3 years and like presumably fucked him like 600 times, not used up because she only has a body count of 1?
That is I can't believe you just compared the two. That was dumb as hell. Because yeah, she might have clapped her main nigga 600 times, but she loved that man. They was locked in. She was loyal to that man. That shows discipline and loyalty to the person that you are with. So I don't give a fuck if y'all was having relations 10 times a day, but that was your man. And that's completely different than sharing your body with 10 different people, 10 different energies, 10 different strangers that you have no idea what they got going on. What are you talking about? How could you even potentially even act like that's the same? Come on, man. See, it's women like this that be like giving y'all ladies a bad rep. And I know it's not all of y'all, so I ain't gonna do that to you, but it's like, how's she gonna get on the internet and even begin to act like that made sense?
Right? In the first scenario, only 10 penises have entered her vagina, but in the second one, a penis has entered her vagina 600 times.
Oh my God. I can't believe she's talking like this.
But red pillars will swear up and down that the first one is used up and the second one isn't, because all their argument is rooted in ego, because they can't stand the fact that 10 men had access to the girl that they want.
There's so much more risk. Let's just give the benefit of the doubt that one man that clapped her cheek 600 times was a loyal boyfriend. That's them being loyal to each other and doing whatever they're doing. You know how much risk comes with freaking her just sleeping with 10 other niggas? Who's also, each one of them niggas are probably, these are one night stands, are probably clapping other cheeks. God forbid, they're not using protection. Like, what are you talking about? There's so much risk that comes with, opening yourself up to all them different bodies as a woman. What do you like? And as a man, but the conversation is as a woman. What?
Before they did.
But wait a minute. So she's basing quantity as a part of the equation, and then she's referring it back to red pillars, right? Which I don't understand this whole, well, won't red pillars tell you this? Because it's not about red pill, blue pill, pink pill, black pill, whatever pills you want to get into. It's really all about logical, a logical explanation as to why people feel the need to be promiscuous, to have multiple different people. First and foremost, it's a safety issue for people that have been with multiple different people, that have also been with multiple different people, coming back and sleeping with you. It's not always all about ego, although, being territorial over the person that you love, and then you spending time and resources and money and love and affection and getting to know a person and pouring your all into a person that has given her womb over to random men on a one-night stand is much different than a person having a regular sexual relationship with a person monogamously, especially if you're in a marriage. It's way different. It's a completely different experience from a person that loves you and gives their body to you or whatever, so on and so forth, versus a person that has been with a whole bunch of people that probably slept with a whole bunch of people. It's not even comparable.
The second girl only has one. So again, please explain to me in a way that is rational and not rooted in your weird ego why
you're weird. Let me not crash.
One thing is used up and the other one that's happened way more times is totally cool.
This might be my wokest take, but I think that men invented body count to purposefully suppress women because they
How did men invent body count? How come body count is not just body?
Niggas, guys have body counts too. How did men invent body count? What are you talking about? Sometimes I hate reacting to vids like this because it makes me like come off like toxic. Like, bro, trust me, I love you guys. I love ladies. I love my beautiful women. I'm like Drake, man. I'm a feminist, man. I love my ladies. What up? What up, ladies? But it's like women like this though. Like, what are you talking about? Men invented body count. Doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Nothing you're saying is rooted in logic.
Count. Think about what this. Men invented body count. Before we even get to whatever it is that she gonna say. Or maybe body count was just body count.
Yeah.
So jealous that women can basically sleep with whoever they want, and to them being able to sleep with somebody is one of the biggest advantages, privileges, and pleasures in life. And they didn't want women to be the ones who get to enjoy that privilege because they know how easy men are. So then they created this narrative under the guise of morality and self-respect so that women would not have the opportunity to live men's personal dreams.
Yeah, bro. She's just literally, any girl that's standing on this hill is just making an argument because she just wants to get fucked, bro. She wants to get fucked and she wants to do it a lot with multiple different people. That's just what it is. Because here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Guys with high body counts, you guys are full of shit too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're a degenerate. You want to have sex with multiple people. You want to sleep around multiple people. And it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Now, if you ask me, hey, Berto, how do you feel like the psychological difference between a man and a woman? It's a high body count. If you ask me that, I'm going to say, well, I think that men, can do it and it just be lust. Like, I feel like men who have high body counts, it's purely lustful, versus it could be only lustful for women as well. But I also feel like it really can fuck with a woman's mental a lot more. Now, we can get into that psychology conversation on another day, but that's not the point. It's wrong on both ends. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it takes more discipline, or no, it doesn't take more. No, it does take more discipline as a woman, honestly. Here, I'll give y'all this. I think it takes more discipline as a woman to not have a high body count because y'all have more options too, though. Like, most women, big, fat, ugly, tall, small, purple, green, every color of the rainbow, most women have plenty of options versus men don't have as many options. Even the most attractive men, even the wealthiest of men, their options aren't as high. So a guy has to work overtime to get into some cheeks, versus if a woman were to walk up to any guy and be like, yo, I'm trying to have relations, most niggas are gonna say yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just even that mental of supply and demand alone, it's I can always respect a woman that's yo, yeah, I could sleep with all these niggas. I could be with as many niggas as I want, but I choose not to because I just want to be with somebody that I actually care about and, be in a relationship and that actually is going towards something long-term, building a family, our God-given purpose as human beings on this earth. Versus a nigga, the psychology of it, if you're just keeping the conversation only on sex, men have to work so much harder to get to the cheeks, period. Again, it's wrong on both ends, and there's different layers to this conversation, but and it's just, anytime I hear women kind of campaigning to kind of have that same stigma, oh yeah, we can have just as much sex as men and it's not a problem. It's kind of yo, I don't think that's the case. And two, if we're just being real,
we're all dealing with lust, and it's bad on both sides. Like, we all, men and women, shouldn't be just like fucking and sucking everybody, bro. But hey, those are my thoughts, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. Happy holidays. New Year's coming up. Hey, put some new goals in the comments. I want to see them. Let's do it.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.